Well, welcome back to News Now from Fox, everyone. We are currently taking a live look at the White House in Washington, D.C. We're going to depart D.C. and head on over to New York, where Fox 5 New York's Kayla Mamalak is live for us this morning to talk about an incident involving a New York Police Department officer overnight. Good morning, Kayla. What can you tell us?
Well, Pilar, it's still very much an active scene right now. Police still combing through evidence here in the Soundview section of the Bronx, trying to figure out how this all started. But the preliminary information coming in right now is that some plainclothes officers, members of what's called the Gun Violence Suppression Division in the NYPD, were driving in this area around 10:30 last night, right on the corner of Lafayette Avenue and White Plains Road. When they pulled up, they noticed a subject who they felt was suspicious, and they tried to stop him. When they did, somehow unclear who fired off the first shots. We know the NYPD officer fired off one shot. The suspect fired off 4 shots. He did hit one of the officers, a 31-year-old officer, in the lower back. Now, he was wearing a bulletproof vest, but it actually hit him below the vest. He was taken to Jacobi Hospital, where he's currently recovering. The police commissioner, Dermot Shea, says that he's in a lot of pain, but he is expected to make a full recovery. Meantime, that suspect, what we know so far about him is he does, in fact, live here in the Bronx. He's 24 years old. He's in police custody right now, and police tell me he has a record. He has a criminal record both here in New York and in New Jersey. His gun was also recovered.
Good news out there this morning, Kayla, that people of the community are not in danger due to this suspect already being in custody.
Absolutely, but worth noting that the president of the Police Benevolent Association, which is the police union here, has said made a lot of angry statements regarding all of this, because the reality is gun violence, murders, homicides across New York City have been skyrocketing. Shootings doubled in 2020 compared to the same time period last year, when homicides went up by more than 40% in 2020 compared to the same time period last year. And this is also the 3rd police shooting in 3 months in New York City alone. So a lot of people frustrated with the rise in gun violence. Certainly seems to have started right around the time the pandemic started to ravage this city, and some people drawing those connections, police officers here drawing connections to some criminal justice reform as well. But a lot of people upset, and the police commissioner also telling reporters that the family of this police officer, the 31-year-old, a 6-year veteran of the force, is also just as frustrated with the circumstances out here.
All right, Fox 5 New York's Kayla Mamalak reporting for us live here on News Now from Fox this morning. Thank you so much for joining us yet again.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, again, we are taking you out to Washington, D.C., our nation's capital. Take a live look at the White House. Looks a little